Hi, future me making a correction on my video. It was Pokemon Scarlet that I started, not Violet. I misspoke in my video. My bad. Okay, that's the end of my correction. Back to the regular video. Okay, hopefully OBS is recording. Hopefully the dishwasher isn't being too loud in the recording. Okay, so good, yeah, 6:06. Good evening, everybody. I'm gonna make this little video to I'm basically going to just make this little, I don't know what to even call this video, I'm just gonna discuss, since the games at this point have already been, yes, 25th, they've been out for a week, so I'm gonna discuss Pokemon Violet and Pokemon Scarlet. Yes, I have both. I did start Pokemon Violet. Now, I've played through the game. I've played more than an hour. So, yeah. I've played considerably through. I think my next destination is going to be the normal gym because I'm following a guide. Because with my ADHD, I need to have a list. Otherwise, my brain just goes. So, anyhow. First, I'm going to have to say, yes, the game is fun. Yes, it's an interesting, step in the right direction when it comes to what Game Freak was attempting to do. However, I need to address the very big elephant in the room. The game is definitely full of glitches. I've experienced many glitches, all the way from random floating, all the way from when you catch a Pokemon, there's a floating Pokeball. I've had my friend who's experienced glitches with the evolution screen when your Pokemon's supposed to evolve, the incorrect background screen displays. And there's also general optimization issues. Like, there is ridiculous amounts of lag. And I will report that yes, I did get a crash in the middle of a freaking gym battle. Thank goodness I saved, because I always save before a gym battle. Every good Pokemon trainer knows that you save before a gym battle, or before any major battle. You save beforehand. So good thing I saved. But yes, I did have the game straight up crash on me in the middle of a gym. So yeah, it's not perfect. And Game Freak needs to be held accountable for basically for rushing the product and essentially delivering us a beta. But I'm gonna say this straight up. No, I am not going to return my game, and no, I am not going to freaking try to get a refund because despite the glitches, I'm having fun. However, that still doesn't excuse the fact that Game Freak rushed this product, and as a result of them rushing, as a result of them basically not properly optimizing it, we have problems. We have memory leak issues, graphical glitches, stuttering glitches, and straight up crashes. I mean, so far, knock on wood, I haven't had any game-breaking glitches, but yeah, my friend actually had a glitch where she was doing, in one of the gyms, you have to roll that olive thing, and the olive ended up rolling for her past a trainer, and she got soft locked, stuck. And fortunately, she was able to restart. And it brings me to another thing I'm going to say. I'm going to put this straight out as a PSA warning. Disable your autosave. Hold on. My messenger had to... Okay. Sorry about that. Messenger decided to pop in and have an opinion. But anywho, so as I was saying, in fact, let me just minimize this so that way we have something a bit more exciting than my OBS on the screen. So anywho, as I was saying, I'm going to say this as a PSA. Disable your autosave, people. If you don't want to get potentially screwed or potentially in a very bad position, or if you don't want the game to accidentally save you in a very horrible and bad position, I'm going to tell you straight up. For your peace of mind and safety, I recommend people to disable the autosave. Because yes, it's good to have it, but in this game, due to the massive amounts of glitches and how it's very easy in most cases to get yourself soft locked to the point where you basically have to, power your game off and basically power it back on so it loads your previous save. And as a counter to that, I just recommend save often. Like every time you catch a Pokemon, save. Like save religiously in this game because you kind of have to, because this game is prone to glitches. I've even received reports that another person had an issue in Terra Raid where normally in the Terra Raid when you catch the Pokemon, it's a guaranteed catch. It's just like Dynamax Adventures in Sword and Shield. It's a guaranteed catch. But there's been a glitch going around, and one of my friends' friends, and one of my other friends, I can't speak straight. One of my other friends had a glitch where basically the Pokemon didn't catch. And I've myself have experienced many weird glitches. Like yesterday, I was trying to join because there's an EV event Terra Raid going on right now, and I was trying to join one, and the stupid thing glitched and didn't even let me. Like normally, you're supposed to ask you if you're ready. Like you're supposed to hit like I'm ready to go. Well, that didn't happen. It just immediately started the whole dang thing. It went off without a hitch, but still, that's kind of a pain in the butt glitch. And there's like serious issues when it comes to like lagging. Like I can sometimes I honestly think the game's gonna freaking crash on me every time I see that lag. And I already knew that in the middle of the gym battle when everything literally froze. I knew for a fact that was a crash. That was a crash, and I was even on a video call with one of my friends. It happened right in front of them. The game literally just went and crashed. But at this point, I'm going to say there's nothing game breaking so far, and so far, despite the glitches, I'm having fun. But I am going to say that Game Freak needs to be held accountable for this. And Game Freak, if you are listening to this video, if you even pay attention to this video or not, I don't know. But if you do pay attention, please, for the love of everything that is pure and holy, and for the love of Arceus, update the freaking games. Or put a patch out or something, because the memory leak issue needs to be addressed. Because it could cause, I'm no programmer or coder, but I know for a fact that if your game or your program has memory leak issues, glitches are the one result, but the other result is you could end up having corruptions. And that would be absolutely devastating. I can't imagine how devastating it would be to literally put hundreds upon hundreds of hours into the Pokemon game to have all of that go poof because it glitches. And I'm not sure. Correct me if I'm wrong, ladies and gentlemen, but memory leaks can cause corruptions. And I don't want my save file getting messed up. Supposedly, the game somehow saves like a backup copy of it. I don't know how it works. That's what I've heard, but those are just rumors, so I'm not gonna say that. And the other burning problem is the game itself. There's no support for save cloud backup, so you're kind of hoping that the game somehow has some sort of like backup method to preserve your data. Other than that, you would be really SOL'd because I know like the Switch has a feature where it can fix corrupted data, but I'm not sure if that feature works on save files or not. Never had to try it. Thank God. Hopefully I don't ever have to. Knock on wood again. And yes, I'm actually knocking on wood because when it comes to me, Murphy's Law is traveling around my head all the time. But anywho, yeah, this game needs to be updated. It's not a question of if. It's a question of when it happens, and the sooner it happens, the better. And that's why these issues need to be reported. And I'm gonna have to disagree with some of the people who are more or less trying to defend Game Freak and trying to say, oh no, you shouldn't say anything bad about Game Freak because that's going to discourage them for doing something new. No, 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 I disagree with that. It's not going to discourage them from doing something new. Game Freak has been doing this whole glitchy mess for a while. Ever since Sword and Shield, where you had little issues there, but ever since like Legends of Arceus, for Pete's sake, there's been Legends of Arceus that's also full of glitches, because I'm pretty sure it was rushed. But here, there's this. Let me break it down for you, ladies and gentlemen. This is supposed to be a brand new generation. So this is supposed to be like Gen 9, brand new generation, and the brand new generation literally has glitches in it. That's not no. That's not okay. Game Freak, you are better than this. You are much better than this, Game Freak, and you're and I'm gonna have to say it. Game Freak is being lazy. Game Freak is being lazy by cutting corners and rushing, and this is what we get because of them cutting corners and rushing. We get a game that has mountains of glitches. Because personally, at this point, I'm gonna have to say I legitimately feel like I'm playing a beta, not an actual release of a game, but a beta. I mean, I'm still having fun, but still. Game Freak needs to be held accountable for this because this is just unacceptable. They're for something that costs full price $60. Because yes, both games cost $60. So yeah, if you get the dual pack, it'll be like $130. And I paid good money for a game, and yes, it has glitches, and it's not game-breaking glitches, but still, these glitches should have been addressed. Game Freak literally announced this game like ages ago, like ages and ages ago, so it's not like they didn't know this game was coming. And the release date was also announced, it was also out there for quite a while too, so they knew that it was releasing at that time. What happened was, at the last minute, somebody basically majorly dropped the ball, and basically didn't do their job. Either somebody didn't do their job, or somebody just dropped the ball when it comes in the optimization department or the quality control department. Because essentially, what we have currently with Scarlet and Violet, we have a beta, basically, essentially, until Game Freak updates it and patches it, because this game needs some serious patches. Because memory leaks are not acceptable in my book. That's not acceptable. I wouldn't complain so much about the graphic glitches, because to me, graphics isn't everything. However, Game Freak needs to be held responsible for those glitches. But the memory leak, no way, Jose. That's even worse. That's like adding icing to the cake of freaking to the train wreck cake. And Game Freak, that's not okay. Releasing a beta of the game and basically essentially charging people for a beta is not okay. It's not the fact that I spent money in the game. It's the fact that Game Freak did not do proper quality control. And as a result, my experience has been, I haven't been wowed by it, because I see glitches and stuff. And also, every time I play it, every time I save, I have to bite my nails to make sure that, that it properly saves and doesn't get messed up because of a memory leak. And quite frankly, Game Freak, you're better than this. I mean, yeah, I know Game Freak isn't known for their graphic-y stuff, but still, there's no excuse to do. There's no way I can justify defending Game Freak for what they produced, because they essentially released a beta to the public instead of a full game, instead of a actual properly polished game. They released a beta, and That it leaves kind of a sour taste in my mouth. It kind of leaves a sour taste in my mouth that yeah, I'm having fun in the game, but still, it's like, really, Game Freak, really, like, I really don't know what the heck is going on, or if Nintendo needs to if Nintendo needs to get involved and knock on their doors and ask them like WTF is going on, but that's just all I have to say is just because somebody dropped the ball, and and Game Freak needs to be held accountable for this ridiculousness, because that's not okay. Releasing a game with freaking memory leaks, not okay. Game Freak, not okay. The glitches, okay. The graphical stuff, yeah, but the memory leaks and the crashes because of the memory leaks, no. And also, you already had like experience with whatchamacallit. What do you call it? I forgot what the phrase is because my brain is drawing a blank right now. But Game Freak already had like a testing platform with Legends of Arceus when it comes to there we go, open world. I remembered it. When it comes to open world gaming, they already had like a stepping stone with Legends of Arceus. So it's not like they didn't have previous experience with open world. And also, judging by what I heard, is the game basically loads everything all at once. Yeah, that I'm not much of a game programmer, but I don't think that's a good thing if the game loads everything at once, even stuff that doesn't necessarily need to be loaded. But there's several issues that need to be addressed, Game Freak. Number one, the memory leaks. That needs to be addressed. Two, the crashing. Three, the graphical glitches. And four, optimization. It needs to be properly optimized. And no, you cannot argue and say that it's the Switch. It's not the Switch. It's not the Switch at fault. It is poor optimization, period. Period, pure and simple. It is poor optimization. It has nothing to do with the Switch. It has nothing to do with the Switch's hardware. And it has because it runs the same way. It has the same glitches whether you're using a regular Switch Lite, or even the new OLED. So I've heard. So no, this isn't the Switch. This isn't a Switch hardware issue. This is poor optimization and somebody severely dropping the ball in the quality control department. And quite frankly, that's not that. You know what? I'm going to say it. That's not okay. That's not right, Game Freak. And you should you should do better. And you should be ashamed of yourself for releasing a game that wasn't properly finished. I mean, yes, at least we have all of the game in there, but still, these glitches need to be addressed, and as soon as possible, because the memory leak, the glitches, and the crashes, and the other stuff that's going on in the game that shouldn't be happening, that needs to be addressed. Because I do not want my save file to go kaboom because of a memory leak. And quite frankly, I'm just shocked. I'm just shocked that Game Freak would literally release a beta product into the to the public, basically to the public. But Game Freak, you got to do better than this. You got to do better than this, Game Freak, because come on, give me a break. I understand it's Pokemon. I understand I'm probably gonna get a bunch of hate because, oh, how dare you speak ill of Pokemon? La 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 la. No, this isn't me speaking ill of Pokemon. This is me right now holding Game Freak accountable for what they've produced, which is a game that's full of glitchiness. So, bottom line, to boil everything down, ignore that. To boil everything down, ladies and gentlemen, what I'm gonna say is save as often as possible. Number one, and number two, if you notice like anything like choppiness or things starting to lag, that's kind of your cue to save. And just be extremely careful, and please don't do anything stupid in the games, because there are areas where it's very possible to get soft locked. So be careful, people. And Game Freak, for the love of Arceus, update your game. Update the games, because these games need a severe and serious update. And that's all I'm going to say. So anywho, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to conclude this video because this has gone long enough. This is basically my rant, or whatever the heck you want to call it, or my opinion. But overall, despite everything that I said, I am still having fun. I am more or less enjoying the game, even though the glitches are a bit annoying. I'm still enjoying the game, more or less. You know, don't get me wrong, it's still an enjoyable game, but the experience is kind of bitter when you're dealing with graphic gobbledygookiness, and especially when the game decides to crash in the middle of the freaking gym battle. Not good at all. All I can say is thank RCS I saved beforehand, or that would have been even worse. Anywho, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to conclude this video for now. I'll see you all in my next video, whenever it is and whatever it is. Like, comment, subscribe, and have a good day, everybody. Bye-bye. Where is it?